Steve Harvey fans know him as a loving and hilarious character in front of cameras and all over the airwaves, but beyond his hosting gigs at Family Feud and on other TV shows, the comedian is all about his wife, Marjorie Harvey, their 7 kids, and 5 grandchildren. Here's a much more in-depth look at how Steve and Marjorie have built their 12-year marriage and family together. How Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey first met. Their story reportedly begins back in 1990. At the time, Steve was doing stand-up shows at a comedy club in Memphis, Tennessee. One night, Marjorie came to watch Steve perform. As the couple later revealed on his now canceled NBC talk show, Marjorie Harvey showed up late to his performance. When she was making her way to her seat in the front row, Steve stopped the show and just stared at Marjorie. Marjorie apparently thought that Steve was going to give her the business in front of everybody, but he stood there silently. Then he said to the crowd, "I'm sorry, I don't know who this is, but she is fine as I don't know what, and I am going to marry her." Steve was right, but it wouldn't be for a while yet. Even though the two had a connection right away, Steve was still married at the time. According to Marjorie, he just disappeared after that. Looking back, Steve said that when Marjorie first came into his life, he was not yet settled with his career or finances. But you was settled with your wife, Steve. How you gonna say you gonna marry this woman in front of everybody, but you already married? And then you talking about the reason why you ain't married Marjorie is because you wasn't settled with your finances and your career. What that say about your ex-wife, brother? You wasn't settled when you settled down with her. What, she wasn't worth nothing? You didn't have the same love and respect for this woman than you had for a stranger that you seen at one of your comedy shows? Lord have mercy, I apologize to y'all. I'm trying to give it to y'all straight, but some things just make me mad. But that's Negro here nor there. Steve said, before a man can be of use to a woman, he got to know who he is, what he does, and how much he's going to make, Steve told Essence Magazine. So you wasn't ready to marry this woman until you had $1 billion in the bank? So you must have knew off the bat that she was a gold digger, Steve. But anyways, fate brought the two of them back together in 2005. Steve's second marriage had ended, and his run on the sitcom The Steve Harvey Show was over. And so, after dating for 2 years, Steve fulfilled his promise to Marjorie and married her on June 25th, 2007. Marjorie had been married before Steve and had 3 kids of her own. Lori, who is 22, Jason, who is 28, and Morgan, who is 32. From Steve's past 2 marriages, he had 4 children: Carly, 37, Brandon, 37, Broderick Jr., 28, and Winton, 22. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. If your son is Broderick Jr., that mean that your name is Broderick too. Steve, why you lying to the people? Who is this man? Is it Broderick or Steve? Or did your wife have a baby by another man? And how come all your kids so old? You old enough to be Marjorie Harvey's daddy. Your daughters and your sons is Marjorie Harvey's age. When it came time to blend the family together though, the 7 combined children were not initially on board. While Steve told people that he told his kids to deal with it, Marjorie took a much more different approach. When you're dealing with a blended family, everyone is coming from a place of broken, Marjorie told the outlet. We knew this was right, but I just told them. Everyone is included. Everyone has access to their parents. Whatever you didn't have before, don't let that interfere with what you can have now. Hold on, Marjorie. What they had before was they mama and daddy together. Now you all up in the picture spending all this man money talking about you can have access to all of him. Marjorie and Steve even have 5 grandchildren together: Benjamin, Ellie, Noah, Rose, and Ezra. His grandchildren got names like their grandparents. Benjamin, Eli, Noah, Rose, Ezra. Steve admitted on his show once that while he loves his grandchildren, he wants to be an empty nester. He said, I've been waiting years for my kids to get out of my house. Now they come back to the house and they got more people with them. See, that's why Steve ain't never gonna be right. He got all that money, don't want to share nothing with nobody. He think he Eddie Kane, Rick James. Overcoming cheating and divorce rumors. Despite their happy marriage, unfortunately, Marjorie and Steve have had to dispel unfounded cheating and divorce rumors. In July 2018, RadarOnline.com claimed that the couple was in the middle of a $400 million divorce bombshell because Steve was getting too close to showbiz pal Kris Jenner. What in the hell he want with that raw chicken? Steve a brother for real, he want his chicken fried. He ain't about to be leaving nobody for no Kris Jenner. In May 2019, the same publication struck again, claiming that Steve was on a hush-hush mission to liquidate assets ahead of a divorce battle. The report goes on to claim that Steve and Marjorie had a bitter blowout that resulted in Marjorie taking their daughter on a month-long trip around the world. Like the ones printed last year, the rumors turned out to be untrue. Marjorie and Steve posted a hilarious video addressing the claims, saying that they had no idea they were splitting up.
Y'all was getting a divorce. I just read that online. Is that true?
Yeah, I heard that too. You leaving me?
We getting a divorce?
You leaving me?
I mean, I read it, but
but if you leaving, when was you gonna tell me?
I didn't know I was leaving. I just found out I was leaving.
I just read it online.
I read it too.
Where you reading at?
I don't know. I read it somewhere.
Well, when they say we getting a divorce though?
I don't know, Stephen. When are we supposed to be getting one?
They said y'all was getting ready to do it right now.
Again?
They say we broke too. We ain't got no money. You got to take all that back.
I mean, I already wore it.
Y'all got a filter on this where we can change the color where it look like she ain't wearing.
Stephen, what you gonna do, baby? I mean,
we ain't got no money. All the money go. That's what they said. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I gotta go tell them.
Did you spend all of it or I spent all of it?
Judging by the way Steve and Marjorie talk about each other, it doesn't sound like this couple will be parting ways anytime soon. Steve promised Essence that he's never getting married again, and that everything I have is because of this girl right here. Marjorie has also been very open about her immense love for her husband of 12 years. I wish every woman can find a soulmate like I've been blessed to find. This is really my best friend. I need y'all to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Do y'all believe that Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey is the most beautiful couple to ever grace the earth?